Yeah.
Sir, yeah, something interesting is going on. Our prophet William Branham gave a series of prophecies of things that would transpire before the law comes. And specifically, the sixth prophecy he gave was that a woman would rule America, a most beautiful but cruel woman will rule America. Let's listen to the voice of our prophet himself.
In this meeting to tell you, in 1933, this is a woman's nation. It's a number 13. It appears in the 13th chapter of Revelation. It's 13 stars, 13 stripes, 13. Everything's a 13. Everything is woman, and remember, thus saith the Lord. There'll be a woman rule before the end time. She'll either be president, vice president, or it'll be the Catholic Church as a woman. I've seen her, a great woman. The nation bowed to her. It'll be one before the end time. Thus saith the Lord. Write it down and find out, you young people. See if it happens. If it isn't, I'm a false prophet. Now,
Thank you, sir. And with the coming in of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, the social media has gone agog with end time message believers making a noise that this prophecy is fulfilled. This prophecy is fulfilled. Is this prophecy fulfilled? Or, sir, what says that about this?
What are the end time message people saying?
Yes, we have them saying certain things. Let's display some pictures of what the end time message believers are saying. Joe Biden president, Kamala Harris vice president. It is later than we think. The prophecies have just been fulfilled with several quotes of the prophet. Several of them, so many of them on the internet. Brother Abraham's sixth vision unfolding with the same quotes, with the same prophecy.
It's
So many of them on the internet, sir. So many of them.
You want me to also make a comment?
What says thou, Pastor Moses?
What sayest thou? There's something I've observed here, with all due respect to my brethren who are followers of the ministry of William Branham. With all due respect, I disagree with so many of them on the understanding of the ministry of William Branham. The problem we are facing is that we placed his ministry wrongly. Many of us placed that ministry wrongly. The effect is what we are having worldwide. The enemies are hijacking this. And I am sorry, really, really sorry. I am praying that what is eminently before us that will happen, that I'm praying that it should not happen, because the fate of many will be destroyed who have been following this ministry of William Branham. I say so because a lot of those things we use as the vindication of the ministry of William Branham as a dispensational prophet. A lot of those things we use are wrongly used. Before I go further, I believe that William Branham has a dispensational ministry.
Amen.
So that you don't switch off, you're hearing me.
Amen.
I believe. But I seem to understand him differently. As a student of the Bible, I know what a prophecy is. I know the difference between a prophecy and a prediction. And there are a lot of predictions William Branham made that have been turned into prophecy.
That's right.
Let's take this prophecy, for instance. Now, this is what that prophecy says. This is it. It said, it is thus saith the Lord. Listen, that's why I say, you must remember, you must understand William Branham. Because you are going to say, it is thus saith the Lord. If he says, thus saith the Lord, then it is a prophecy.
Yes, sir.
It's thus saith the Lord. And William Branham emphasized, thus saith the Lord does not fail. His own words can fail. But each time he says, thus saith the Lord, he says, hold on to it. But one thing I do know, I understand it in the usage of this context, in the context used here. He says, and remember, thus said the Lord, there will be a woman rule before the end time. She'll either be president,
Yes.
vice president, or it will be the Catholic Church as a woman. I have seen her, a great woman. The nation bowed to her. It will be one before the end time. Thus saith the Lord. Write it down and find out, you young people. See if it happens. If it isn't, I am a false prophet. This is dangerous. Now, why I say so is this. He said, this is thus said the Lord.
Yes.
That means God is telling him that it will either be a president or a vice president, or it will be a Catholic Church. Prophecy? Do you understand what I'm saying now?
Yes.
Is that prophecy?
That sounds like a prediction.
That is a prediction. In the context of this quote here. Because this quote here he made this statement 1960.
Yes, sir. 1960. From that time, that's the title of the sermon.
Yes.
1960.
Now, in 1960. Now, remember that it was in 1950 that he gave the revelation that he said he saw in 1933.
Yes, sir.
And in 1933, he says 7 visions that the Lord showed him. Now, he saw a woman. Is it now? He saw a woman that got into power. Described beautiful woman, but cruel. He saw it in 1933. And he gave the revelation among other revelations. And as at the time he was speaking in 1950, a number of those revelations had come to pass.
True, sir.
Things that have come to pass, he is telling us that he saw it
before it happened,
but he didn't give it. Now, therefore, it is his personal revelation. It's not a message to the church.
Hey.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, but because of the confidence we have in his ministry, we know he's not lying. He saw something.
Amen.
Which we believe him. Now, a confirmation will be the rest that had not been fulfilled.
That's true.
From 1950, where he gave, which includes the rulership of
America.
America.
By a woman. Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, listen very well, Olumide, because you are a core Brahamite too. Listen very well, and I pray that you understand my assessment and understand our followership of that same ministry. Now, he gave that revelation in 1950. Now, in 1960, he's saying this. Now, he gave the revelation as he saw it in 1950. After he saw it, then he began to interpret what he saw. That interpretation was not given to him when he saw the vision. Now, in his subsequent sermons, William Branham was now saying, making reference to that vision that it will come to pass. But how it will be fulfilled, now he is now giving his own interpretation. Now, his own interpretation is now being given as thus said the Lord. This thus said the Lord is the fact that surely a woman will rise up as he saw it, thus said the Lord. But now, that to be president or vice president or Catholic Church, it's not thus said the Lord.
I see it,
I don't know if somebody is understanding me.
God doesn't guess.
Now, God doesn't guess. You know, this is now the man William Branham speaking. Now, remember that earlier on he gave a similar thing, you know, where he said by 1977 the rapture should take place.
That's true.
Now, he said based on the abundance of revelation he had gotten in the past, he can confidently say these prophecies, including this particular one, including the destruction of America by 1977. All this because he said in 1933 the Lord gave him that this will come to pass before the end, including a woman ruling America. In other sermons that he preached, he said he believed that prophecy because he said with the rising of the vote given to women,
yes, sir, right,
that human gender rights that are coming up, the vote given to the women, he was saying America, women taking over the polity of America and using their strength and number and voting a woman. He said it is possible. That is why he believed that revelation he saw. Now, so in giving interpretation, and he said, yeah, listen, if it doesn't come to pass that he is false, a false prophet. Now, remember that the time frame was not given. Now, not today. I have always said this. All the revelations he gave, he said he saw. All of them, he even said the name of Hitler was given to him. Mussolini was given to him. The names, and exactly he said, it was specific. When it comes to the woman, I say it must not be this or this or this. Why trying to say it may be Catholic Church? It was not symbolic.
Vice president of the Catholic Church.
Now, I said, if that is of God, a woman will rise to rule America. Now, listen, if we are students of prophecy, the woman rising to rule America will not just be the fulfillment of this prophecy, because there are women ruling all over the world. Presidents of nations now, women. The chancellor in Germany has been there for years, and is the most powerful, one of the most powerful nations. In fact, it's the most powerful nation in Europe. We saw them ruling in UK, another powerful nation in UK. So there was no big deal if a woman comes up in America. But now, so it's not just that a woman will rule in America, but that woman, number one, has to be pretty woman in the description the prophet gave.
Most beautiful.
Most beautiful. Secondly,
cruel.
The woman will be cruel. And the cruelty there will not be displayed in the breakdown of values, where gays are allowed, homosexuals are allowed. We know the meaning of cruelty. And it's going to be very interesting, the fulfillment of this prophecy in this modern time. Because the time for such a wicked dictatorship ended with Hitler. Now we're in a period of human rights. And in America, for anybody to come with draconian laws that will show the kind of wickedness and evil depicted by that prophecy, it will be very interesting to see the fulfillment. It will really be very interesting, to see the fulfillment of that prophecy at this time. So what are you saying, Pastor Moses? What I am saying, first and foremost, is understand that prophecy before you apply it.
Okay.
Because we use this same prophecy for Hillary Clinton, even while they were undergoing their primaries for the Democrats.
That's true, sir.
And everybody wants to jump up to claim the right interpretation. There is one brother in Lagos here that even began to use the geometry of the name of Hillary and everything and fitting, while the Democrats were still having their primaries. You see? And then eventually we saw that Hillary Clinton, she lost. And these same people now, you should check yourself. So what are the indices you are using in your predictions? You're preaching with such authority and things like that. You see, so we apply these things wrongly. And why we are anxiously doing that is because we are anxious to sell the ministry of William Branham to the whole world. You know, to justify where we stand as far as the Christian faith is concerned. So we miss it. Now let's come to Kamala Harris. We are speaking now because the results showing as at today, the American results are not yet out. As at today, we are believing that if going by the results that are announced now, it will take a miracle for Trump to still continue a second term. Therefore, everybody believes, even world leaders are congratulating Joe Biden in advance. You know, therefore, if Joe Biden and Kamala Harris ticket sell through and eventually become president, he wins. Now, this is the permutations. First, we know the powers of the vice president are limited. The executive power is on the president.
That's true, sir.
In fact, the vice president is a spare tire in the vehicle. In fact, he's not even a conductor. He's completely spare. It's as power delegated by the president that the vice president acts. Therefore, no matter how wicked, what do you call it, Kamala Harris is, it has no effect because the power is not on her. No executive power is given to her. She cannot sign executive orders. Secondly, there is the other permutation. It means Joe Biden will die.
That's true.
And when Joe Biden dies, then it's automatic. The woman, the vice president, who is not the woman, is sworn in. And another vice is picked. So she now assumes executive power. So enter message, believers are praying for the death of Joe Biden so that the prophecy of William Branham shall come to pass. You don't interpret prophecies that way. What if it is not Kamala Harris? It can be anybody else in future. So, Pastor Moses, are you saying that what you are saying is not the fulfillment of William Branham prophecy? I say we're being too hasty. When it comes to prophecy, we wait for fulfillment. Be anxious for nothing. God is the interpreter of his word.
Amen.
If it is God that has spoken, relax until the day that a wicked woman becomes the president of America. Not every woman. Not any woman. William Branham prophecy didn't say the first woman that will become president. Did not attach it to the first woman president of America. He just said one day there will be a woman president in America. There are already in America, there are women state governors.
That's true.
So, you know, the parliament is headed by a woman. Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi, the very good friend of Donald Trump. So women are already in position of authority, so it's very easy. I mean, it's predictable that one day a woman will come up. Whoever thought that a black man with origin of a black man will become president in the person of Barack Obama. And let me quickly let you know that Kamala Harris has also an African origin, black, may not come directly from Africa, but it's Africans that moved to there. So she has a black gene in her. Her origin is black. And if I understand very well, when blacks are given support by the whites and they rise to position like Obama rose, There is a complex that goes with it. They see it as a privilege. And they will not therefore go in the line of wickedness. They will not be tolerated. They will immediately be impeached by the powers that put them there. Therefore, Kamala cannot be that candidate that one day, even if she becomes president, what we're afraid of is liberalization. Morals will be broken down. American values totally destroyed. The respect America has worldwide we ditch seriously. So, with all this, I don't see Kamala Harris being the fulfillment of the prophecy that William Branham gave in 1950, which he said he saw in 1933.
Wow. So you've given us a food for thought, something for every sincere believer to truly meditate on. In fact, you've changed my thinking about understanding this prophecy. And I believe every sincere person should go and sit down and truly meditate that they will receive light from God. Thank you so much, sir.